Thank you for coming. I think you're going to be glad you decided to come to this particular meeting. We would like to offer you a role. Now, I don't know how much Nintendo you've had a chance to play, but I think this is a role you will find interesting. What do you know about Legend of Zelda? Now, millions of people all over the world, Japan, America, everywhere, have played these games. For over 30 years, they've been playing these games, and it's only getting more and more popular. But one thing they've never done is successfully make a show. True, they did make a cartoon in the 80s, but if you put into the internet, well, excuse me, Princess, and Legend of Zelda, you will see it was not very good. But Netflix thinks this has legs. They want to take the very best things of Game of Thrones, big action, high adventure, and then scale it down just a bit for a younger audience. Teenagers, 12-year-olds, tweeners, and even just enough so the slightly younger kids can get into it as well. Not too gory, but not nothing. We've got to have sword fights. We've got to have magic and fairies. And this is the thing. This is what's really going to do it. They want to do it live action. They want to do it all live. I mean, plenty of CGI. And of course, you can hardly have giant talking trees with practical effects these days. But they think you are right for the role of, I almost said Zelda. I did the classic mistake. No, they think you are right for the role of Link. You will be the first person, setting aside that cartoon, we're not going to talk about that. You'll be the first person to make Link talk. In fact, the first episode, you've said your NDA, right? The first episode is going to be with you not talking at all. And that's going to be the mystery. They're going to be saying, oh, is this whole series going to be him not talking just like in the games? Is he going to be saying, oh, ha, he, ha? And then at the very, very end, when you meet Princess Zelda for the first time, you're going to look at her and you're going to say, don't worry, Princess. I'm coming for you. And everyone is going to freak out. They're going to love you. But it's going to be a lot of work. You're going to have to do a big commitment. We're going to fly you down to New Zealand. They're going to be doing all weather there. It's going to be an amazing shoot. It's going to take the very best of Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, a little bit of even that old, Xena and Hercules kind of feel, a little bit of cheese in it, a lot of that sort of thing, all mixed together. You're finally going to make Nintendo work. We all know when Nintendo first tried to make a movie, Super Mario Brothers did not go over too well, did it? No, it was horrible. But you are going to change all of that. You are going to have an amazing costume, cool greens with chainmail underneath, the little bag at your side. You're going to have the sword and the shield, everything. And they're going to work in, they're just going to do constant, just the right amount of people going, oh, I know what that is. That's from Breath of the Wild. Oh, that's from Twilight Princess. That's Virus. That kind of thing. People are going to lose their mind. Now, you're going to have to prepare. There's also going to be tons of haters. Anytime something with video games happens, there's going to be plenty of people who are going to hate on it big time. So you just prepare yourself, you ignore Twitter, and you get out there and do a great job. But if you do this, one, you're going to guarantee yourself a great role that has a great potential for many more episodes. But you're also going to be getting a name for yourself as a leading man. Back in the old days, when Star Trek and things like that, when you got cast in a known role like this, you could get typecast. You never do something again. But that doesn't happen anymore. People like Chris Pine, he goes and plays Captain Kirk, and then he does a bunch of other roles. And people switch over from TV and movies all the time now, back and forth, back and forth. There's no distinction. No one cares. All they care is it good? And that's what Netflix wants to do. They want to make something good. And I think you're going to do great. Now, here's the thing. If you're willing to commit, you're going to have to start a new workout regimen right now. Now, don't misunderstand me. You're already in fantastic shape, darling. That is why they're picking you, among other things. You're a really good actor, too. They're not just picking you because you're a pretty face. But you are going to have to get on the next level, not just for the shots when your shirt comes off. They know how Marvel does it, and they're borrowing heavily from that. But this is going to be very physically demanding. You are going to have to work harder than you ever have before, because you're going to be doing a lot of your own stunts. There's going to be flips and jumps and all sorts of craziness. Now, of course, you're going to have a stunt double, but as much of this as we can get for you, get those moments where they can see your face and associate you with Link. That's going to make you an even bigger star. You know what? You're going to be brilliant. You're going to be amazing. And I think this could be the start of something great for you. So, what do you say? Yeah? Well, we're still discussing who would be the best Zelda. We definitely need someone young. We need someone who can play blonde. They don't have to be blonde, just play blonde. Remember, Benedict Cumberbatch is blonde, and you hardly ever see him with his natural hair color, do you? So we're working on that. We want to do some chemistry tests, but they want you. They want to pick you first, and then they want to find you the right Zelda. Your chemistry is going to be critical for this, because it's not just going to be you separated for the whole time. There's going to be a lot of interaction between you two. There's also some really heavy hitters coming in for the role of Ganondorf. Big names. I'm not even allowed to mention them, but hush hush. We'll talk about it later when there aren't so many people around. But I think you are going to be brilliant. And I think we should leak it just a little bit early. Once we get your signature on the dotted line, we're going to do a little leak. It's going to be simple. That's why I brought this with me. We're just going to have a casual photo of you standing next to this, just like this. That's going to go up on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, Snapchat, all of the above. And the internet is going to explode for 3 days. Everyone's going to freak out, and everyone's going to love it, and everyone's going to hate it simultaneously, and it doesn't matter. What matters is they're going to latch onto it. They're going to talk about it. They're going to discuss it. Sales for the new game coming out are going to skyrocket. And then you are going to enjoy the benefits of becoming the hero of Hyrule. If you want to become a real hero of Hyrule, it's really easy. All you do is subscribe and then check out another video. I've got other videos about people just like you becoming amazing stars. Check them out. And if you've got a suggestion, leave it for me in the comments below. But until then, may the Triforce be with you.